So if you guys don't know and you didn't recognize the bag, we're drinking the Tanyang Konggu. I think one of my favorite things about having lived in the Fuding region, I'm on my second year in the Fuding region, is discovering Fuding black teas. Fuding black teas have quickly become some of my favorite teas. They're very bold. They have a lot of texture. They have a lot of flavor, and they just have a lot of life to them. I mean, this one here is a great example. There are just so many flavor notes in here. There's been, Coca-Cola-ness to it, roses, almost like a dansong minerality, a dansong roast to it. A lot of crazy flavors in here. And I think one of my favorite things about Fuding red teas is just how overlooked they are, where everyone is focusing so much on the white teas and all this hype is over the white teas. But the red teas are so good, and the red tea trees, there's such age to them. They have, 80-year-old tea trees, which for red tea is pretty solid, You don't really get centuries-old tea trees over here. White tea came in and it, swept the market, which is great. I love me some white teas. But I wish the Fuding red teas got more love. Because a lot of these makers were actually, when they first started making tea, all the makers I've talked to, when they first started making tea in Geelong, they made red tea. Red tea was their main thing. So the craftsmanship and the processing and the tea trees was there before they started making white tea. And so now, of course, everyone's making white tea because that's where the white tea money is. That's where the money is. But I when I ask most makers, what's your favorite tea? Most of them will say red tea. In a future video, I do want to talk about the switch to red tea. Because if you look at red tea's history around China, you start to see that all red tea started being produced between 1850 and 1880. This is Fuding red teas, Qimen red teas. Obviously, the Zhenshen Xiaozhong is older than that, but around 1850 to 1880, people started going to Wuishan and learning the making and bringing it to their respective tea areas. And there was a movement. There was actually a movement, and there was a slogan. This wasn't random. This wasn't coincidence. There was something. There was a slogan and a movement to that. I have to look into that a little bit more, and then we're going to talk about that in a future video, so stay tuned.